Welcome back to Just Gist TV, the one place where Nollywood truths never hide, secrets never survive, and leaked details always find a home. Before we take you into this unbelievable revelation shaking the internet right now, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and settle in, because today's gist is hotter than anything you've seen all year. Maurice has been admired, celebrated, and praised for many things: his charm, his acting, his discipline, and his ability to stay composed even when everyone else is losing focus around him. He has always carried an image of the man who knows his boundaries, understands his craft, and keeps emotions far away from the set. For years, fans believed Maurice was almost immune to distraction. But Sonia'S has changed everything. What insiders have been whispering for months, what crew members have seen in bits and pieces, what fans have suspected but could never prove, has now been exposed in the most shocking way possible. Because a leaked Instagram chat has finally dropped. A chat that reveals more than admiration, more than confusion, more than simple attraction. A chat that reveals emotions Maurice has been trying desperately to hide. Yes, it is real. Yes, it is raw. And yes, it confirms one thing. Sonia'S beauty has completely overwhelmed him, and Maurice cannot hide it anymore. This gist starts weeks before the leak, when Maurice and Sonia were locked into back-to-back shoots, playing romantic leads with a chemistry that had fans screaming, producers smiling, and directors impressed. Their scenes flowed effortlessly. Their timing was perfect. Their energy felt natural. And their connection, well, that was something deeper. But what most people didn't know was that Maurice had already begun to feel something he couldn't fully explain. It wasn't the usual spark actors feel when a script demands intimacy. It wasn't the normal chemistry by professionalism that Nollywood stars often create. It was something more personal, something unplanned, something he tried to keep buried. And the burying worked, until a leaked chat exposed the truth in a way no one expected. The chat, allegedly between Maurice and a close confidant, showed him describing how Sonia'S presence affects him, how he loses focus whenever she enters the room, how her smile makes him forget his lines, how her calmness disarms him, and how he tries to act normal while battling feelings he never intended to have. In the chat, Maurice allegedly wrote, "I don't know what is happening. I'm trying to focus, but anytime she smiles, it's like everything disappears." Another part read, "People think I'm composed, but she makes me rethink that. I'm not even pretending well anymore." And in the most shocking line of all, he allegedly admitted, "I think I'm starting to feel something I don't want to admit." She doesn't even try. She just exists. Once this leak hit the internet, everything exploded. Fans began to trend their names together again. Insiders began to whisper louder. Producers began to speculate. And crew members who had previously kept quiet finally started confirming what they witnessed on set. Because now, the truth had evidence. Real words. Real confession. The truth Maurice could no longer hide had spilled out into the world. But before we go further, remember, this is Just Gist TV. If you haven't subscribed, this is the perfect moment to do that, because the next part of this gist will shake your chest. Now, let's dive deeper into what led to that emotional breakdown in the messages. During the filming of their latest project, something unusual happened. Maurice was caught watching Sonia more than usual. Not in a flirtatious way. Not in a disrespectful way. But in a deeply captivated, quietly overwhelmed kind of way. Crew members noticed. Directors noticed. Even extras noticed. One lighting crew member said, "It's like he studies her without meaning to. Anytime she enters, he becomes aware." Another said, "He forgets to blink sometimes. I swear." A makeup artist even revealed that Maurice once delayed his next touch-up because he was too focused watching Sonia rehearse her lines. And then came the moment that reportedly triggered the chat leak, the day Maurice saw Sonia during a costume fitting. She wasn't wearing anything extravagant. She wasn't trying to impress anyone. It was a simple outfit, soft-toned, elegant, and perfect on her. But according to insiders, the way Maurice's eyes widened and softened at the same time was something unforgettable. He didn't speak. He didn't flirt. He didn't even move. He just looked like someone seeing poetry in human form. One crew member said, "I have never seen Maurice's face like that before." He looked lost. But that wasn't the most revealing moment. The real catalyst happened when Sonia unknowingly posted a behind-the-scenes picture on her Instagram story, one where Maurice was partially visible behind her, smiling at something off camera. It was an innocent picture. But fans zoomed. Fans analyzed. Fans studied. And fans noticed something the world had never seen before. Maurice smiling without guard. Maurice smiling without pose. Maurice smiling with softness. People began commenting. Why is he smiling like that? This is not acting. This is not normal. He likes her. The comments circulated so fast that even insiders couldn't keep up. And according to the leaked chat, that was the moment Maurice realized the feelings were no longer hiding, they were showing. He reportedly wrote in the chat, "I didn't think anyone would notice. I thought I was controlling myself. I can't explain what's happening, but she is making everything difficult. I feel confused. It's like she doesn't even know the effect she has." This confession became the biggest turning point. Because while Maurice was trying desperately to remain professional, the leak has now exposed something deeper, something Sonia herself may not even be aware of. Now, what does Sonia think about all of this? Insiders close to her say she remains calm, composed, and completely unaware of the emotional storm happening around her. She respects Maurice deeply. She enjoys working with him. She finds him kind, disciplined, and easy to collaborate with. But she is also extremely private, emotionally guarded, and determined not to be dragged into rumors unnecessarily. One person close to her said, "Sonia doesn't play with her name. She keeps things clean. She doesn't entertain drama." But even that may not save her from the emotional web forming around her. Because the leak has now changed everything. Fans are pairing them again. Bloggers are analyzing their interactions. Directors are secretly debating whether pairing them again might help or hurt production. And insiders are predicting this may become the biggest Nollywood emotional saga of 2025. But here is where the twist enters. Another part of the chat reportedly reveals Maurice expressing fear that his feelings could complicate things, fear that Sonia might misinterpret him, fear that people might drag her into unnecessary gossip. He allegedly wrote, "I respect her too much to cause trouble. I don't want her name involved in anything messy. I wish I could switch off these feelings." These lines shocked fans the most because they revealed something far beyond attraction. Maurice genuinely cares about Sonia's peace. He doesn't want to disturb her. He doesn't want to cross a line. He doesn't want to create chaos. He doesn't want to misrepresent anything. He simply wants to handle his emotions quietly, maturely, and respectfully. But the leak has taken that privacy away. And now, Maurice is faced with the truth he can no longer hide. The truth that Sonia's beauty, her calmness, her presence, her essence has completely overwhelmed him. The truth that his heart is no longer listening to his head. The truth that even he, Mr. Composed, has been undone. What happens next? Will Maurice talk to Sonia privately? Will he distance himself? Will Sonia address the leak? Will producers use this chemistry in future films? Or will this be the beginning of Nollywood's newest, unexpected romantic chapter? Only time will reveal. But trust Just Gist TV, when the next twist drops, we will be here to break it with the same fire. Before you go, remember to subscribe, turn on your notifications, and stay connected, because the Maurice and Sonia saga has only just begun.